games and rules. This is going to be a little bit more serious, although we do have some drinks, so maybe not that serious.
You may be losing thousands of dollars.
Yeah, or more.
Every second.
Hey, Hyphy, like, I want to launch a telemedicine offer. Can you help me?
To maximize your revenue.
And we don't send somebody to somewhere whom we don't trust.
The best offer,
Yep.
best product, best marketing, can't get paid.
I want to learn more. I want to learn from others. I want to see what is going on in the industry.
I love this question.
These people are owners of their business and they have no idea what a chargeback is.
We got a new product.
Shit, we should have talked about that. That's right.
Sorry. Extra tools, extra products, extra knowledge, extra information.
Still have advertiser blood coursing through my veins.
Games and Rules Live Podcast.
All right, guys, welcome back. Games and Rules. I think this is the fourth or fifth episode, shall we say, today. I have a costume change. I fell in the pool. And by falling, meaning like, I probably shouldn't have been anywhere near it, but I fell in. So this is going to be a little bit more serious, although we do have some drinks, so maybe not that serious. I'm Butch. I guess I'll be hosting, moderating, doing whatever. And this is brought to you by LeadBit and Moonlight Payments, two amazing sponsors who put this together. So it is my privilege to be able to sit and talk with you all and get to know you a little bit about your businesses and kind of what's happening in the industry in your world. So let's start with Kinkara, and we'll just go down the line. Just brief introduction, who you are, what you're doing, and what brings you here.
Thanks for having me, Butch. As all of you know, I'm from Code Clouds, one of the agency, been here for the last 15 years in this industry. So I've seen all, I've seen ups and downs, I've seen the industry for the last 15 years. We are at the show. And we have a lot of insight we can share, and this is not a big game, so you need that information, that how the industry goes.
I dig it.
My name is Derek, VP of Sales for Chargeback 360. We're a US-based company. We do chargeback mitigations for our market work with. Been in this space, the company's been around for 12 plus years. I've been in this space for 13 plus years. I originally started on the network side. Over the years, just transitioned. Now I'm here with chargeback.
Cool. Chargebacks. Is there a thing? Hyph, what's up?
Hi, I'm Hyphy. I work with Code Clouds, doing sales for Code Clouds, and I'm a LeadBit ambassador as well. So been in the industry for about, since 2016. So know a lot of things too about building an offer and just all of the ups and downs that the industry goes and faces.
Gotcha. So you're on like kind of vastly different spectrums if it comes to your businesses, right? So Code Clouds you're building pages, you're building, you're the very, like the tip of the spear, and then at the end is the chargebacks, right? So
save the best for last, right?
Yeah, right. I mean, honestly, it's a crazy thing to think about, but it's like we have the very beginning and the very end, and there's this massive void in the middle of people doing whatever the hell they do to try to make a little bit of money online. So I guess the easiest way to start, other than the introductions we've already done, is kind of what led you down the path. Like, how did you get into this world of online marketing or performance marketing? And then really I guess the easiest thing for me to say is when you look at this and you're like, why in the hell am I doing this? Right? Like, why does this make sense? So we'll go back now. I guess, with Code Clouds, and we'll let Kinkara take the bigger piece of the pie maybe on this one. But Code Clouds is the very beginning, and you've been an advertiser, all of these things. So you get to kind of play the middle role, I guess. Actually, no, let's do this. Kinkara starts with page builds, kind of what led you down that path, and then we'll go to the advertiser affiliate section with Hyphy, and then we'll go finish with Derek with what Chargeback do. So Kinkara.
So I think there's a misconception. We not only do that page build, we do A to Z whenever it comes to tech.
Okay.
So it starts with page building, connecting with various service provider, other platforms, and so we take care of anything tech possible. And we work as their dev agency, and we connect with all the platform. We integrate everything. We make sure that everything is performing. We have round-the-clock support team. So anything goes wrong, somebody just looks into that immediately and try to solve that, because time is money. So if you have an offer,
right.
and if that going down middle of the night, you may be losing thousands of dollars.
Yeah, or more.
Every second. Right?
Every second. That's
so
right.
you need someone you can you can just call and have that thing fixed. Okay, so we don't manage campaign, but we help anyone starting new in this industry do anything with the tech. Obviously, it starts with the page building and design and other thing. We have a lot of partners. It's not like we are doing everything by ourselves. There are other partners who does things. But yeah, I mean, nowadays is very different, and the industry is evolving. So it's no longer like how it used to be 3 years ago, 5 years ago. That okay, maybe there is one offer which is working very well and everybody is copying that. It no longer is that. I mean, now the innovation needs to be there. There has to be unique product. There has to be product which actually works. You cannot have just things which you just copy from somebody else and it's going to work. I have seen previously where like maybe there is one somebody is selling a weight loss product and maybe 100 other merchants are copying that and hundreds of other people are copying that. Exact same landing page, exact same design, exact same product, just the name is different.
Yeah.
Okay. But it doesn't work anymore. So you need to be innovative. You need to do a lot of tests. You need to make sure that your costs are under control.
Yeah.
You're not overspending. You have budget for the marketing. You have the budget for the traffic. And also at the same time, you need to make sure that the traffic quality or like whoever is buying the product and everything are all properly managed. And that's where like chargeback and other things comes into the play, where you need people who can manage your like call center or maybe this chargeback representment. So I think they does it very well for quite some for a very long time. Yeah.
Hyphy, let's put your advertiser hat on, right? And not necessarily like what led you down the path, but you have to fill the void between like the beginning. Like this is, I mean, Kinkara's like this is an A to Z solution for a lot of people, and I think from a company standpoint, that's the way that you have to do. You spoke about evolution, and that's what matters. Yeah. It's like you can't just do one thing; it just doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. And I'm fairly certain I've known you for long enough now to know that you do more than one thing generally. But talk about maybe let's evolve from this first question into evolution. Like, what do you see the industry doing? How do you see it moving? And what do you feel?
Yeah, this whole table here, we've all been advertisers, and you guys are like my family. So I'm so happy to be here, and these are the smartest guys in the industry, I have to say. And I think they can also agree that I've been seeing the trend in telemedicine. I've been watching it for a while now, and a lot of people or advertisers, they're coming to me and say like, "Hey, Hyphy, like I want to launch a telemedicine offer. Can you help me?" And I get so excited about that because I've been in the Nutra game for a long time now. Ever since I started, that's my forte. But, like back in the day, Garcinia Cambogia, for weight loss. And then what? Then it's keto, then keto gummies and apple cider vinegar for weight loss. But does it really work?
It does.
Of course it works.
Well,
marketers, of course it works.
It's not the product, it's marketing, right?
So. Seen that guy's abs over there? Pugs was here earlier. He was showing his abs. Yeah, I was like, come on, dude. He's like apple cider vinegar.
Didn't you take Garcinia too?
What's that?
Yeah, that's
of course. That's Garcinia.
Yeah, you're all Garcinia Cambogia, right?
Completely. I'm like, what is it? African mango, whatever it was. I don't know. All right. Let's talk about chargebacks, right? let me ask you, like, what do you see right now, maybe within the entire industry or entire like performance marketing ecosystem, what is just absolutely spiking in chargebacks? What can those advertisers do to kind of mitigate what they're doing? And then maybe best business practices about just running like simple, sound business that's going to help you, obviously but mitigate your chargebacks.
I think the biggest misconception is, the alerts aren't working, or there's false positives, this and that's going on behind the scenes that's costing the advertisers a little bit more than what they expect, right? The problem with all of this is that it is working, right? It is working, and then depending on what product you're running, there's certain services that you should cater to maximize your revenue, right? Now, the days of like turning on Etka, Verify, the full spectrum, you probably don't need to do that anymore, right? There's certain services now with RDR that's in place as well. Etika is launching some stuff as well. So you don't need the full buffet of services, but knowing which service to turn on, and with Chargeback Company to like we're there to help support you. Yeah. We're there to support you. As you said, and Concur said, Concur might be at the very beginning setting up the bank pages, but we're there to protect and help and save your mids, right? Without the mids, as you guys all know, there is no business.
That's right.
We said this earlier. Right. Like I said, if you don't have payments, you have shit.
There's nothing.
I don't care what you have. Like you have the best offer, best product, best marketing. Can't get paid. You got nothing.
No cash flow. No
Zero.
cash flow.
And it's that's what I'm asking. Like, is there a certain niche maybe within the industry that you're like, maybe over the last 6 to 12 months, you're like, chargebacks are killing this part? And is it just bad marketing or bad business practices?
There's a lot of things that causes the chargeback to spike. Yeah. Right. Obviously, getting bad traffic is one thing. Some of the vendors that you work with is probably not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Could obviously affect the chargebacks as well. So we have, with Chargeback 360, we have our Predict 360 tool that we have built internally for our internal clients that future predicts why and if this customer will become a chargeback or not. Right. And we have over 140 different data points from your call center all the way through your fulfillment company, can pinpoint why you're getting these chargebacks and why you'll potentially get a chargeback. So with those type of data, those type of analytics, you can manage, right? Because a lot of the clients are like, oh, you know what? I want to turn this off. I want to turn that off. I want to filter this, filter that. But you might not be paying for it up front with the chargeback vendors, but on the back end, the merchants are being paid or being charged for it with their processing company. Yeah. And on the processing side, the fees are much higher. You may not see it up front, but you see it when they take it out at the beginning of the month when the fees hit. So just understanding what fees you're incurring. If you're turning it off, we always recommend our clients to make sure you do the split test and make sure you understand, because you might save upfront with the chargeback vendors, but you're losing a lot of revenue on the back end with the merchant process.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So we can keep this like a very professional business conversation, but these are things that we need to hear. Like, advertisers need to hear it. They need to understand business practices. They need to understand like proper page build, proper page management, right? So I guess moving along, we're here in Bangkok. Obviously, you guys have all made the trip. I'm guessing California, whatever. Yeah. Why the trip? Why would you go literally halfway around the world to come to a show like this? And Kinkar, what value do you see in the show? What value do you see in traveling and bringing employees here? What are you aiming to get from it, and kind of what do you want to get accomplished?
So I want to learn more. I want to learn from others. I want to see what is going on in the industry, who are attending, what kind of services are coming up, and who is providing what. We are not here to find more customer. We are here to build more relationship, finding more connection. And that we as a agency, it always help us to serve our customer, because it's not many of our customers, they come to us, they don't know the industry. Yeah. And we are their line of defense, right? So they come to us, they say, I need someone who can manage chargeback. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then we say, okay, fine, go to them. Or so these are relationship. And we don't send somebody to somewhere whom we don't trust. Absolutely. So that means that relationship has to be there. That face has to be there. So that's the important piece. You need to know you need to you need to know them by face.
Absolutely.
Okay. So that's why we always feel we always come to the various show and we meet with people. It's not always that we trying to find more customer. We are just trying to build more relationship.
Gotcha. Hyphy, you've been traveling for 2 years.
Yes, over
I know
2
this,
years.
Yeah. What have you learned in the last 2 years?
Oh, I love this question. That we are more alike than different. We all want the same things. I've been all over the world, from freaking Colombia to like Vietnam to Estonia to I can't even count like how many countries, but we all want the same things. We want to spend time with our family and loved ones, and to do some meaningful work, to contribute in some kind of way that maybe in hopes to contribute for a better world a little bit while enjoying ourselves and thriving, So I think we all want the same things. So that's what I've discovered. And it allows me to be more patient and more kind, even though I see the differences, but then it just allows me to like, okay, well, I think maybe it's a cultural difference, so I'll just be nicer. Yeah.
Yeah, being nice helps.
Being nice helps.
Being nice helps. I say it all the time. Be nice.
Yeah, be nice.
Derek, so I guess I'm into the chargeback thing, man. Obviously, like, what if you could project like the next 12 months? And certain parts of the industry that might be, because there's new card brand regulations. There's a lot that's coming out with this, right? And click to cancel and all this stuff. Like, that's wild. And I think that there's going to be probably a massive spike, even in like actual good merchants, like real good advertisers, merchants that are doing this. Like, they're going to have the chargeback spike. Like, honestly, if I'm running my own office, I'm just running like normal e-com, whatever. I don't honestly know what the hell a chargeback is, right? And how do you kind of coach these people along and get them like, okay, this is what an alert is, this is what RDR is, this is where we can help you. Like, how do you take your customer base and really your client base and really like maybe explain to them like how can you help them?
Yeah, it's funny that you brought up or you asked this question, because when we've gone to trade shows and talked to merchants, some of these other shows outside of the affiliate summit shows, right? And you talk about chargeback, these people are owners of their business and they have no idea what a chargeback is and why or how they're getting charged. They have no idea. Where like you're losing so much money, you don't realize you're losing money, right? So back to your question. Now, what's going to happen in the next 12 months when it comes to chargebacks and stuff like that? On the cost side for the merchant itself, the great news is that I feel like it's going to drop in price. Yeah. So from an overhead or product cost in itself, it's going to drop. It's going to help the clients with their overall cost, right? Operating cost, so that's going to allow them to have more revenue to put towards media, towards tech, towards innovation, right? Yeah. And Kinkar mentioned earlier too, like that's something that the space does lack, is innovation, trying new products, right? Back in the days, it's always everyone copy, someone's leading the way and someone's copying. There's zero innovation, right? So we need to get back and put some of that money back into innovation, into testing, because everyone's afraid to lose money because there's no margin. Yeah. But on the chargeback side, some of that cost is going to drop over this next 12 months. And so with that being said, now you can, take that money. Hopefully they're going to reinvest back into the business, right? So that they can grow their business, right?
Gotcha. All right, so we're getting short on time. Let's just go down maybe 30 seconds. Something. What do you want to get done? 2025 is now like 20-something days away. Big goals, big dreams. 30 seconds. Kinkar, what do you got?
We got a new product.
We should have talked about that the whole time.
Sorry, I have only 30 seconds. So we got a new product. It's called Simplified Checkout.
Okay.
So we are simplifying the checkout process. It makes things super easy for someone to launch an offer. You just design your page, connect with the checkout, and you are up and running. You can use your choice of the CRM if you need a CRM. Yeah. If you don't want a CRM, you can run standalone. And it connect with various things. It got everything built in, so you're not paying separately for different things like fraud prevention, bot detection. All these things are pre-built, so you're really not paying separately.
Gotcha.
And it's very easy to use, self-service. So this entire year we've been building that. We did a pre-launch at the ASE, but now next year we are kind of going big with this
It's something you need a sales team, man. Guess what?
You're it.
What do you, Derek? What do you got? 2025.
25. I mean, before we get that far, actually, I want to put a shout out to my mentor, my brother, Peter Nguyen. Today is actually his birthday back in Cali.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Peter.
Love you. So he was my mentor. He got me into the space 13 years ago, But as far as like what we're going to do, I think for us, over the past couple of years, we did some beta testing on our internal product, Predict 360, chargeback, mid-reconciliation tool that we have some of our premium clients are testing. So those type of tools that we're going to be launching in 2025 is going to help our clients, extra tools, extra products, extra knowledge, extra information for them to maximize their profits, maximize their operation. These are all tools that we're building out to help them save money as well.
Amazing.
So, yeah.
Hyphy, what do you have?
I still have advertiser blood coursing through my veins, and I find so much joy and purpose and fulfillment to help other e-com owners and brand owners to launch something. And I'm doing that right now with our clients, and just seeing them make their first sale is just. I remember back in the day when I did that, when I did the first sale on Shopify by myself, like running my own offer, and it's just so amazing. And I want to help other people do that. And so this is a fabulous team here. Fun fact, Code Clouds, I was a client of Code Clouds and Chargeback 360. So I only associate with people that get the job done.
Amazing. Well, it has been honestly my honor and privilege to sit with you. I'm super thankful. Listen, we'll drop all the links, all the everything that you want about the companies in the description. And I'm thankful, guys. I appreciate it.
Thanks for the
Budge.
invite. Yeah,
thank you, everyone.
Thanks to LeadBit and Moonlight for putting together an amazing event, bringing people from all over the world here in Games and Rules. And we'll be back soon. So thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
That's good.
Games and Rules Live Podcast.